Good morning. Welcome. Pastor Williams already bronze member. Hey, welcome, buddy. I'm hoping I'm live here. Probably a nice delay as usual. All right. Hopefully I'll start seeing some comments here in just a second. Because I do have some cantaloupes, believe it or not. Show you guys this from Vidavon. Hey, there we go, guys. Spencer. Speaking of Mr. Vidavon, that's what I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to install this in my X-Maxx. He changed the design of the motor mount. You guys can see here. He made it taller and with a fan mount right up at the top. So how awesome is that? $2. Okay. All right. Apparently Guy has $2. But anyway, yep. Nice blue mount for my red truck. Man, I would love Coco A86. I would love to hit 50K soon. Would love to. But hey, I'm at 45, so you know what? That's awesome. Way more than I ever thought, in all honesty. So I'm not going to complain. Oh, cantaloupe. Yes, I've got them here. They're right over there, as a matter of fact. Hi from Springfield, H. Rivera. All right, Frank, I guess. Hi, where's the cantaloupes? Man, they're going to get me whip these things out pretty quick, aren't you? Archfist scale, got an X-Maxx, DBX, LE, Creighton. I haven't got an HPI flux. I had one years and years ago. I had one many years ago, but I don't have HPI flux now. Okay. RC upgrade, what's up, man? What are cantaloupes? Cantaloupes are kind of a fruit. It's kind of an inside joke of what we had going on last time. I think we're talking about if you like got rich, you know, autographs and things like that. Octavio, hey, what's up? So I've got the cantaloupes right here. So yeah, got cantaloupe. They are there. Oh my God. Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh, best tires for X-Maxx off the train tracks. Buddy, we really like the Proline Badlands around here. They hold up great. They don't come unglued. They just really good tires. In fact, that's one of my X-Maxes up there. It's got the new the new Vidavon beadlocks on it. Oh, thanks, Kane. I appreciate that. Justin. Major Roads, love your vids. Keep up the great work. Thank you, buddy. Brian Bagby. Hey, buddy. Or should I say this? Not the lopes. Yes. I know we talked about these things. Really good, too. Yep, perfect. Look at that. Even got a sticker on it. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Everybody's next Friday. Come hang out with you. Apparently somebody's coming over next Friday. I'm going to be at USTE next Friday. So I guess I need to message him back when I get off of this. Yeah, next, not this coming weekend, but the next weekend is USTE, guys. Williston, Florida. You guys got to be there if you're into scale anything. Just the RC hobby in general. No SCX6s on the trail. And the reason is the sheer weight and size of them. They've built these trails specifically for Class 1. However, the Class 2s are perfectly fine on there as well. But the SCX6s cannot run those on the trails, even though I will have mine there, which is actually sitting right up there. So, yeah. All right, what do you think about Droop Shocks by Christian the Improv guy? Droop Shocks. I think those are really terrain dependent. I've tried Droop a few times back at the Exoplex and out at the Barbarian, and due to our broken, jagged concrete, nah, didn't really work out too well for us there. Just installed an M2C chassis brace for the X-Maxx. Upgraded, awesome if you're going to jump. Yeah, I jumped mine quite a bit, but this one up here probably going to be more of a racer style X-Maxx because it's got the wide kit and everything on it. The orange one, that's going to be my more of a jumper truck. So it's a little bit lighter too. It's got the smaller 1100 kV hobby wing in it, so a little bit less weight crashing down as well. Does not have the wide kit on it, so I'm going to just leave that one as it is because I don't want two of the same truck. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a little bit different. Thanks for down there. With the Badlands, do you need to change the gearing? We don't change the gearing with the Badlands. We run them. We have a great time with them, man. We beat the heck out of them, and they run great. Anthony Miller. I have no intentions to actually eat a cantaloupe here. Maybe later. Hey Scott, what's up? RCOC melons are fun to shoot. Done a lot of things, but I've never actually shot them before. Okay, yeah. Like these, right? Yeah, okay. Picked up SCX 10-2, Deadbolt. What are some mods you recommend ASAP? Well, if it's box stock RTR, obviously a motor, ESC. You got the 1080 ESC, or you've got that new ISDT 70 ESC, which is really nice. A little bit of a pain to connect to your phone, at least mine was. But once I got it there, man, the adjustments were awesome. So those right there will be what you want to do. What was the most durable two-wheel drive basher? I'd probably say something like a Traxxas Stampede, Traxxas Slash, something like that. They're usually pretty darn stout. Yep, Scott. Cane Rock Pirate Shock Towers on Slack. Cane Rock Pirate Shock. I thought exactly. You're a dip. Awesome boss. Hey, you're back. Have you got every single one of them, haven't you? I believe so. I put a copperhead and no for now. Copperhead, yes. Okay, I'm not sure what you were saying. Phil Mathias. Hey, buddy. Crush Stampeder Slash. Good choices. Absolutely. Zilla Green. What's up? Thanks for your ecto advice. Awesome, Zilla. Thank you, man. I got that Beast 1000 from my Creighton. It was hard as heck to put that servo saver on. Takes some work. The servos are a little bit too tall. They're not a direct bolt in. And I had to use the Hot Racing servo saver on mine to make mine work. And really, I need to go back into it and actually figure out something to put a support on the end of that. I need to actually support that. But awesome servo, but man, they just don't really want to fit very well. So, Sammy Bo, do you know how to work on nitro RCs? Buddy, I am not very good with small engines like that. When my weed eater starts acting up, if it's not something I can tap it with a hammer and make it start working, it doesn't last long. I'm just not good. I've changed carburetors. I'm not good with those. So nitro, I'm just not there for that. I like that Midnight Pumpkin. Yeah, I like the pumpkin too. That will be with me at the USTE. Tell you, I'd kind of like to take that body see if I could find something and put that on it, make like a lowrider or something, class 1 scale truck, or just something really different. That would be pretty cool. I don't know what it would even go on. It's a 1/12 scale, so pretty much everything normal would not work for that. I've been trying to learn to drive two-wheel drive monster trucks. Those are fun. Two-wheel drive monster trucks are definitely a challenge. They pick up the front tires like with the Stampede, and you're not turning anywhere. How do you like the Reedy 770 winch? I don't know that I've had a Reedy 770 winch. I've got a servo winch up here, but I've also got the one from Power Hobby, the 5th scale one for that. I'm waiting on a mount from DSM Off-Road so I could get that in there. You'll see that bumper is also not stock as well. Got another video on that. Power Hobby's got some really nice stuff coming out, guys. Really nice stuff. I decided not to use the purple Crawlmaster. It's just too good looking to use. So I went with a new revolver snub nose V3. Yes, I'm probably going to be getting a few of those V3s as well. In fact, I've got to order a 1900 1/8 scale motor tonight. So I got a Team Coralie XTR, TXR, XTM, something or another. So I can find which one this is. Yeah, Kronos XTR. That's on the way. Gotta remember what I ordered. But anyway, they'll come in. Going to get a Monster X ESC. I'm not sure about the servo just yet. But 1900 kV, more than likely the Holmes motor. Probably get the smooth. I mean, I really want it to handle 6S and keep temperatures. So probably have to mess with timing on the ESC just to make sure it stays nice, smooth, simple, and easy. Good run on 6S. That's what I'm after with that one. Is the Savage two-wheel drive team effort? No, it is with the pumpkin on the Cantaloupe. The pumpkin isn't even in here, guy. The Savage, if you look like the Savage Flux or something, that is 4-wheel drive unless it's been messed up. Sneak peek at the bumper truss. Yeah, I can bring that thing down. If you guys want to see it, it's got lights and everything. What's that thing, my man? What is there for? That's one right on. OBS Productions. What's the fastest you have driven an RC? The fastest I've driven, as far as what I know, is only about 82 miles per hour, and that was with an old Offna GTP2E. GTP2, I believe it was. GTPE2. Anyway, something like that. It was like about 82 miles an hour, 81, 82. That was the fastest I've ever driven. I thought it was neat, but I just didn't pursue it very much past that point. I was more into bashing, jumping, and all that stuff. That was actually the first time I met Sean Larman, Jack's RC Recycle and Repair. Wasn't even a business at that time. All right. What's the new version of the XTR? I believe it is. So, with a pumpkin fit on a Stampede two-wheel drive? That's a good question. I think it would still be too small for that. Besides, I don't know that I would put a hard body on a Stampede. So, yep, I did get my E-Revo back. I bought that brand new and I sold it to a buddy at work. He never messed with it, so I ended up buying it back from him. So now I've got that. So, yep, got it back. And I did a video on that recently where I put it on the track, drove around a little bit, had some, oh man, that reminds me. I've got those rear RPM mounts that takes away the drag link suspension steering thing. So I've got that kit. I got to put it out. Forgot I even had that kit. Guess I need to dig that out and put that in, huh? Right now the track is a complete disaster. It rained almost all day today. I did get the Sherp out, did a little drive with that, finally found some mud. So got to edit that one up. I got a really nice scale driving Sherp video to upload as well. I got about maybe 3 or 4 to upload tonight, and once they all get up, I'll put them all to the members tomorrow morning, so you guys can all check out the videos early. And also to members, if you guys find stuff wrong with them, like they're overexposed, or if I'm bit stuttering too much, or you know, whatever, comment. So I got time enough to edit that and get it re-uploaded. Be nice. Um, Off the train tracks. Have you had any servo issues with your X-Maxx? Okay, I did have the gears messed up and the plastic one. So the one up there actually has a 785X, the metal geared one with the servo spring with the Vidavon servo saver. The orange one still has the stock one, but I did notice the tires don't turn when it's off at this point. So I got a feeling it might be on its way out. So other than that, we've had really good luck out of the stock servos, in all honesty. I remember back in our race days, he swore he was doing a $120. Guy, I've never went that fast, like real vehicle one time, but I'm not all that good. But anyway, heck, I forgot what I was saying. Guy done messed me right up. What slipper will fit a WL Toys, buddy? I have no idea what'll fit that WL Toys. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Team effort. I mean, the Stampede is slow, brushed, but faster than the Tamiya. Oh yeah, yes it is, but it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same as driving the Tamiya, RPM True Track, that's what it is. RCOD got it right there. Yep, I've got that in. I've got to put it on there. So, got some work to do. RC Garage, I can't wait to see that Corley. Ordered mine too. Can't wait to put it together and test it out. Yep. So, like I said, Monster X ESC, which I've got in the bin. I usually try to keep a Monster X at least, and maybe a Mamba X kind of up in the bin, for who knows what. I never really know what I'm going to build sometimes. But what I am out of right now are 1/8 scale motors. So that's why I got to go to Homes tonight and order a 1900 for that one. I figured that should be a pretty decent motor for that truck. Hey Shiki, what's up? We'll start watching closer at the videos. Do you have Dylan? Do you have any crawlers you would like to sell? Well, buddy, everything is for sale, but right now I want to keep it. So my prices are way too high. I'll tell you right now, you can build anything I've got for less. Now, granted, that guy right there is now well over $4,000. It may actually be more expensive than the DBX LE 2.0, but I've got some more DBX LE 2.0 parts. I got the Vidavon braces and stuff, but I'm still waiting for the tie rods to come in. I had to order them off of eBay, so waiting for those. Bob, I'm naturally learning a lot about the electric. Electric is awesome, Bob. I'm telling you, man, electric is awesome. It is quite the change coming over from nitro or from electric to nitro. When I had the gas fifth scale, things just weren't making sense for me, the way things were working out. So I just kind of went back to electric. Want to get one Fast Basher E-Revo or X-Maxx. The E-Revo and X-Maxx, this is Major Roads, are two extremely different things. Your more comparable would be the Max or the E-Revo. And if I had to choose between a Max and an E-Revo, I choose the E-Revo. Between the E-Revo and the X-Maxx, there is no comparison in price and performance and all that. E-Revo is easier to handle, easier to transport, but the X-Maxx, there's nothing like it on the market. I don't care what you've done to your Arma. There's nothing like an X-Maxx. It is its own beast. Okay, everything is moving right along here. What's the next upgrade I'm going to do from a Danchi? Buddy, I don't know what else to do with it. Really, I mean, I wouldn't mind swapping the axles out completely to something that can take a real 540 and actually have some proper gearing. The gearing is really not suitable. Even with the 1.9s, it's geared too fast. And the motors, they have a little bitty 8-tooth pinion gear on them, but really it needs another counter gear in there to really reduce the gearing. I mean, in my opinion. Um, did you go with a metal horn for the X-Maxx for the metal gear servo, or did you keep? I've got the stock plastic ones on my X-Maxx, the stock plastic horns. I figured if nothing else, that would be a great thing to break. Kind of a pain to get to it though, but I mean, rather break that than $100 servo. Oh. I did notice. I actually no, I did not notice that Horizon posted it, but I will tell you this: Talbot beat the crap out of that one. He beat the heck out of that thing, and it done great. I mean, heck, mine is right there. So, and when 11 Charlie RC was out here, they beat on it pretty good. But I mean, I may have like a racetrack kind of sort of in the backyard and some jumps, but I don't have easy access to skate parks. I wish I did. I'd break a lot more stuff. And I have done a skate park video years ago. But anyway, okay, we are let me see, guys. What motor ESC for the UDR? Man, the stock stuff is actually pretty decent, but I run a Max 6 in mine with a TP Power 2200 kV motor. It's an 8S motor. I put 8S on it. I usually got it by parts. Let's see. Let's get everybody down in here. Okay. Yeah. Shiki. Yeah. It really did get Kev's seal of approval, man. It really took that. Really awesome. I was impressed at the beating that thing took, man. He was not cutting it any slack. That was awesome to see. Maybe they finally got the diffs figured out in them things, man, because that's been a constant issue with the 6S stuff, and that's about my only worry with that truck. And the stock ESC kind of comes on a little bit mild. I've got the V2 tuner, so I may mess with that a little bit, but if it comes in like the punches turned down on it, but the diffs survive, might save some parts and just, not break stuff. All right, RG's RC Adventure. When driving X-Maxx, the power cuts out for like 2 seconds and it starts working again. Check your motor connections, not your motor connections. Check your battery connections. If one is hotter than the other, you may have an issue there. Also, if it's cutting out for 2 seconds back up, make sure your batteries are fully charged. It could be hitting LVC, but I believe the stock motor, the stock ESC, it goes into like a limp mode. Have you seen the CT306 channel? I have not seen that. Knox Motorsports, have not seen that. I think tomorrow is going to be another shirt video where I've got the Dumbo RC radio in that one. I think that was like $28, $30 or something. It's actually a pretty neat radio. It's kind of limited though. Well, $30 radio too. You remember Home Improvement TV show? Yes, I do. Yeah, Home Improvement was awesome. Let me see. Is thing? Joe X-Maxx. It is, and that's what I was thinking. Yep, major roads. If you're going to, I need to put my email up here too, don't I? EXOCAGEDRC at yahoo.com. Yay! Okay, if you're going to order the X-Maxx, send me an email so I can get you an affiliate link. Cracked ESC board, that's no good. The iFly 6 channel needs a review. iFly 6 channel. Knox, send me a text message or something with a link to that so I can take a look at that. I mean, I've got plenty of radios right now, but hey, maybe if I get another Sherp or something, I might need another radio. But I'm really happy with the Dumbo RC. I've done a mod to that thing as well. I've done a mod to that. I actually pulled the potentiometer plug out. I switched the two outside wires so it was in reverse operation. So now it actually drives correctly. I was having to push the trigger forward to go forward. Usually you pull it back to go forward. Kind of sounds odd, but yeah. And I show that mod in this video probably tomorrow. And thank you. Oh, okay, I see. Here's a cracked ESC board, pretty common on the Traxxas ESCs. I think I've got an 8S Traxxas ESC sitting in there in the bin that I took out of the orange X-Maxx. Oh, you found it on eBay, okay. The only issue he has with this fire team is wheel bearings. Now the wheel bearings on that, unless there's something odd, they should be the same as what's on a Creighton. It should be all normal Creighton stuff out there. But regardless of that, let me roll my melon out of the way. I do have some parts for that. In fact, yeah, I believe you guys saw that, right? I've got the Jado 3.3 to brushless review. I don't have a Jado. Anyway, I do have the Vidavon knuckles for the Creighton 6S, so that should go. Like South Florida wants to see a melon. There you go. Sure, I like TK, not impossible, especially a basher. Whistling Lipo up at the top up there, and the pinned comment is my email. I do have Vidavon in stock, mostly right now for SCX6 and Rift. Team effort. What's the melon for? The melon was a joke that we had going in the last live. Say we win the lottery and we go signing melons. But anyway, I'll leave that. But yeah, cantaloupes. But anyway, all right. So we're looking good here. I should have the new SCX6 foams from Three Brothers RC, and in there right now, a video that I've got just about pretty much done. I'm just waiting on him to give me the release to set it out so he can have some in stock. Steady foams. I've got those in the front, and it made a huge difference on that. But he doesn't have anything in stock. And I told him, I said, look, if I show these, probably going to get some orders because they are a nice upgrade to the SCX6. I've got them in the front. Boating. Boating, yeah, Justin. That was it. Any experience with SMC lipos? I've had some SMCs in the past. They're as good as any other one. I don't recall them being better or worse. It was just another battery. ISDT said PWM said any suggestions? I turned mine all the way up to 20K. Just maxed it out, and mine was super quiet. The only noise, in fact, Tim, that was in the SCX 10.3, and that was on a Holmes 10-turn Crawlmaster Sport 550, was whisper quiet. So that video is up. You can check that out. And I believe I went into some of the settings on it, but I don't think I went thoroughly into them. There was one guy all upset that I didn't show all the settings and all that. I'm like, well, a lot of them are just kind of, pretty simple to figure out. SX6 anti-foams are a bear to install, but are going to be in. Yeah, they probably will be to get around the center hubs. And I've got, obviously, the Vidavon wheels, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I'll get them in there. Tekin brand, I'm sure. Brasher. Wait till UST, he'll be signing a lot of melons. Guy. I'll have a few of these. I'll be ready. I just don't want to have to like, hey, can you hand that up to me? Okay, we got to stop that guy. All right, let's move on up here. I cut a CD to the size of an SCX6 wheels and put them in for sidewall stiffness. A CD? As in like a music CD? Why are you saying CD? Because I'm thinking like a music CD. That would just break. Travis, what's your next Tamiya kit? I have no idea. About the only thing that really has my interest, and it's really similar to the Tamiya Midnight Pumpkin, is the Grasshopper for some reason. I guess it's the little paddle tires, the little paddle tires on the back that's got my attention. I don't know why. Guys, melons. Guy's going to be there. If I sign those melons, we're going to video that. Yep, the great melon signing of the USTE. All right, guy, get ready. Bam. I'll go get me a paint marker for you. Anyway, keep the DBXLE videos coming. Yeah, well, it's still broke. I'm still waiting on those pieces. They're ordered. Should be in soon. But right now, the track is a complete mud mess back there. I wouldn't put anything on the track right now. It's a disaster. RC Daily's here. Hope someone will have shave those. Robert Knox just messaged me. All right. Oh man. Oh my God. Tamiya released the Rally Pro Kit. I don't even know what the Rally Pro Kit is. Might be something worth doing. I did have the Tamiya. I forget what it was. A little 4-wheel drive race buggy, and as so antique looking as it was, it actually ran really good. That was back when we had the Hobby World track. It actually ran good. I mean, was it as fast as the I forget which one it was. It was maybe it was a Losi or something. Well, I had one of the little 4-wheel drive ones, man. That thing was awesome. It wasn't as fast as that, but it was neat driving it. What have you done to your X-Maxx by Matt, and what do you recommend for heavy bashing? Basically, keep it light. If the truck is surviving and you're having a good time, you might could gear it up a little bit, but watch the temperatures. If you keep your X-Maxx light, you'll break less pieces. So if it's surviving, just go have fun with it. If you really want to power that thing up, well, the sky is the limit. Mike Morrow, did I miss anything good? No, but you missed the melons. I had 2 of them up here earlier. Mike the melon misser. Oh, Rob Montana. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Cows, get the Avanti. What's up, Joe? What gearing you running your Riva 2.0? I believe it's got the stock gearing in there. Okay, I got wanting some Vidavon parts. I get messages all the time for Vidavon stuff. Try the J concept Fling Kings for the Max and LMT. Yeah, they just made those for the 2.6, didn't they? I'll have to talk to Rich. Make sure he brings some to the USTE so I can pick them up from him there. If I recall correctly, they're really awesome, but I haven't actually got them. I've got every other Fling King size they've got right now, except for those. To get the carbon fiber Avanti. Need to write that down. Carbon fiber Tamiya Avanti. Tamiya carbon fiber Avanti. That's something I'll check into. Hit that like button. There we go. Everything just moved again. Knox. Method to my question. You know, I make things in a machine shop, but getting a radio to work properly, I need your expertise. Ah, okay, I got you. Hit that like button. I made a live. Hey, there it is. I'm gonna crawl it. Oh, in the UK, so move your RCs. In the UK, move your RCs. I've got a question for you. And this is something really dumb to do, but it's kind of something I want to try. See if I can wake up early enough to even do this. But what if I was to go live, let's say 2 a.m. here? Would that be about right in the UK for the other side of the world? I don't know. You tell me. Kind of something I thought about waking up, just jumping on real quick to see if anybody's awake. Stock X-Maxx motor with max 5 or hobby with 1650 with max 5 running 2250 gearing. The 1650 is pretty awesome, but I've killed a few of them, usually on 8S. The 1260 is a safer motor for that, but it's about the stock speed. Plus, any motor, any combo that you put in there, you're going to have a mount, and those usually run about $100, $80 to $100, depending on where you get it from. Traxxas, Teton. I don't really feel it with that one, buddy. Nate, you guys hit the like button. That's always my first move, man. Yeah. Okay. I mess with him a little bit later on. All right. Pastor William, if you are coming to the UST and you see Exocaged, make sure to tell him you're. Thanks, John. I am not a country music guy. Absolutely not. Thanks, John. JMHRC, laying the smackdown. Team effort. Dooley flings kings on the X-Maxx. They're too small. They're just too small. I can't see them fitting on that. On the tracks, Teton. Be sure to hit that like button. UK is 5 hours ahead of us. So 2 a.m. would be like 7 a.m. there. So like 5 a.m. or 9 or 10 a.m. would be a good time over there. Okay. Over 5 hours ahead. So 2 a.m. here would be like 7 a.m. there. So if I was about maybe 5 a.m. here, 6 a.m. might be closer. Maybe 7 a.m. here might be about lunchtime in the UK. Huh. Waking up at 7 a.m. isn't too bad. 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Granted, if I'm at work, then obviously I'm not going live. 12:36 in the UK. Okay. Will you ever get a Big Rock 3S and do an overkill build on it by Matt? I mean, I got the Max. Oh, I did 6S on the Max too. So I got to get that one put up. In fact, I think it's already up for the members. Chainsaw, I know you're a bit of on deal. Do you sell NOS energy drinks too? No, but I drink enough of them. I've actually got, speaking of NOS, out there in my shed, I save these things for like a year, the cans, and I've been wanting to build a NOS pad for the monster trucks. I've got these things in pool noodles. They're about, I guess, 30 inches wide, all the way across. And what's funny is I've done these before. When you land on them with a monster truck, they crunch like the real thing. Yeah, that would be interesting. But I've got them out there. I've had them for a couple of years now. Then you look at them and think, man, I drank all that, but it took time. No, I didn't drink all that one day. I wouldn't be here. All right, let me see here. Everything moved on around. Sean, yep, 70s, 80s rock. That's it. Jason, great. Keep it up. Jay Nelson, thank you. How many acres at the Exoplex? That's a good question. I'm thinking probably 2.5 is dedicated to the track back there. All in all, I think I've got about 3.5 acres. So I'm guessing about 2.5 would be just for the track and RC stuff. GNRs, Easy Top, Molly Hatchet. Yeah, okay. Now you're talking right, James. John. Okay. John Mellon Huber, RC. All right. Tamiya Avanti Black. Man, I put my Big Rock on all stock gearing and tires on 6S and it ripped. I want the Vidavon, and I want Vidavon to. Yeah, I don't know if he'll make anything for that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's got coming. Usually when I find out the new products and all that, I find them on Facebook. He usually posts it up there. No guy. $5, $5. I drink a couple Red Bulls every day. I limit myself to 1 or 0. I try not to go over more than 1, and it takes me a couple hours. I never chugged on things. I'm not as invincible as I used to be. Just got the Gladiator last night. Nice. Filberto Elias. I've never had any fun with my Big Rock. It's completely stock, but for some reason I keep blowing up the rear diff and output shafts. Filiberto, are you letting off the throttle when you land? That's a lot of issue that I see with your issues right there. You got to let off the throttle when you land, because if you're on the throttle and you finish a backflip and you don't let off before you land, yeah, that's pretty darn easy to break stuff. RC Daily, no, you have not heard that playing in my backgrounds. Is there any Vidavon for the Ecto? I don't believe he's done anything with the Ecto. I don't think he's done anything for that at all. Cal's RC Adventures. Hey, buddy, thank you. Tamiya Avanti Black Edition. Okay, re-release. Avanti Black Edition. I just saw my cat come in. Sam was about to join us because I know he's not going to be able to hang out down bottom there. So, RC everywhere. Same issue, but make sure you're off the throttle when you turn left to slight when hitting an incline or fence. Backflip, be careful. Do you sell any orange Vidavon bead locks with B410-3? I can get the bead locks and pretty much any color. I'm about to place an order. I believe they've came back from their Chinese New Year, so I'm about to order some stuff, and I got to order a yellow set, actually. I might order another yellow set. All right, Sam, get down, buddy. I might order me a yellow set as well. All right. Orange bead lock. Yeah. Send me an email. Maybe I can. Sam, buddy. Okay. Be right back. Here you go, buddy. You hang out right there. All right. Good old Sam. He does not like to stay down there. He'll be right up here, and he'll turn around and show you his butthole. But anyways, what state are you in? I'm in North Florida, Matt. North Florida, around the Jacksonville area. RC Nurse, hey guys, buddy, what's up? SHV 800 on Wide Max, because why not? Now with the SHV 800s, the output splines are a little bit off. He uses a 5-gear design in that. So it's not like where your normal servos are. So you may have a little bit of a clearance issue with that. Will I ever do a 12S build by Cal's RC Adventure? As soon as Castle comes out with a 12S ESC or Hobbywing has a 12S ESC, something that's actually decent, I will. As soon as they do, I'll put it in a crate and I'll put it in an X-Maxx, whatever I need to, because I just don't like the flyer. And the MGM, that's just too much money. Way too much. RC Daily, yep. Yep, I want some too. I must have missed a good one. I just put some purple trill on my Ecto with green center caps. Purple with green caps? Man, how does that look with a yellow body? Like a pickle? A purple pickle. All right, Bill's Custom Phoenix. Right there. The electric Healy guys run 12. Yeah, but it's a different ESC, a different load, a different setup that they run. I believe it's more of a sustained with them. I don't believe it's so spike loads. I don't believe with those guys. X-Maxx body, man, I've done the tape, drywall tape, the E6000, all that stuff. You can make it last a little bit longer, but it's going to break, especially that back end. It's just going to break. Yep. SFL, I sure did. We've had melons and kitty cats in this particular live feed. Oh, okay, so you changed the body altogether, or you got a clear body, repainted it. Okay. So that might be all right. On the True Track, you'll need limiting straps or something. I've actually got limiting straps on my Erevo already. So I did that. I've got the metal rear brace on it. I've got the VG Racing springs. So I've got those on there. It's not exactly stock. It's got a Max 6. It's got a 2200 kV Castle motor. So it's got a little bit on it. I don't think the Castle Phoenix would handle what we're trying to put them through. But I don't know. It might. Oh, Matt, I've had this build idea for a while. What the overkill speed build consists of an EXB Creighton, M2C Beefcake, and dual Castle 800. Well, the XLX2, all you're going to be able to do is have 8S to each one, so it won't really be 16S. So it'll be like two 8S's in parallel. All or none RC gold member. Hey, buddy, welcome to the gold members. Appreciate that. Put a measuring tape on your shells that you stand next to so we can see a height comparison of the RC car. Well, we could. Some of them just make my head look small. Do you think Traxxas will come out with a 124 scale? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea what Traxxas has got. I just expect a few things, looking at the way everything is going, like a V3 X-Maxx with a wide kit and all that stuff. 8S diffs. Okay. Knox is getting out of here. Oh, buddy, go take care of family, buddy. Family's always first. Douglas Roberts is here. Hey, man. What's another channel? I want to thank you for not smoking and complaining the whole Bill, I try to keep my stuff clean and I try to keep everything upbeat. Yeah, I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to complain other than maybe my bad driving. If I go out there and not have my driver mod turned off, I might complain about me more so than the vehicle. 8S X-Maxx diffs in the Revo. Buddy, I don't think they'll fit. The Erevo and the Max pretty much share the same drive line. It's just configured a little bit differently. X-Maxx is quite a bit larger. I don't know of a way to fit that in there unless somebody's making some new bulkheads or something that can fit that in there. Morning there, Mahindran. Did you order a black jacket for your SCX6, buddy? I will have the new Three Brothers RC foams and that new black jacket in my SCX6. Where do we go here? Everything moved. Quick question about the NEP double. What is the highest amperage you pulled from one of them? The MMX 8S, honestly, I don't know. I've never pulled an amp reading off the data logs on one of those. I know the XLX, I got 593 on that. So that's pretty darn high. The Pro. If Traxxas was going, thank you, Shiki. If Traxxas was going to offer a 24 scale, they should have already. I think so too. But you watch Traxxas somehow come out with a 24th and it'll be on portals or something and be as strong as a TRX4. Man, that TRX4 is a home run, but it's time for something new, in my opinion on that. Do you have a driver mod? Chainsaw, the driver mod, I should totally sell those. I can just put them in an envelope and just ship them out. Here you go. How do you clean RC cars to get them caked? Well, what I generally do, Matt, is if they're already caked in mud and water, the water hose is not going to hurt anything. You might as well water hose it off. That breaks up the mud, gets it all off of there pretty well. Then a little bit of air hose, some WD-40 or some other oils and stuff. Try to get all your bearings and all that. Even though the water, they got the rubber seals, water still gets in them things. And probably shortly thereafter, you going through all this, you'll probably be putting bearings in it. At least that's the way it works for me. All right. Okay, we're good down here. Matt Harris. All or none. I will put my Axial XL up against a 6S Max any day. Non Bashfest though. The Axial XL. You're talking about the I forget the name of it, but I had one of those for just a little bit, and it was neat, but it did not have a rear sway bar on the thing, and it was really unruly, really hard to keep down. The front tires, I believe it was the passenger side, just kept coming up really bad. And then when you see it on their video, everything's flopping, but it's all modifiable. So I would have to say if I was to get a new XL Yeti, I'd probably have to come up with or get the strongest rear sway bar possible. That would probably keep it down pretty well. Is that what you did? Did you get a rear sway bar on that thing to kind of keep that front end down? I'd have to assume so, because that thing was just torque twisting so bad. Mine had the big old boggers on it, but this is before the channel and all that started going, and I kind of got it in a trade. From France, RC Life. Hey, buddy. John Williamson. Did you check out the Rival MT8? I looked at it, but they didn't get my money. So, do you have a mud bogger, as in RC truck? Yeah, the Mega Rift, not the Mega Rift, the Mega Bouncer is my mud truck, and I got to order new rear TRX housing. I finally broke it right in the middle too. It was awesome. My flood bearing everything with WD after a good hose job. Yeah, you got that. The WD-40 is a water displacement, so it does help. But you really got to put it on there, and then it has a smell to it, so you kind of leave it outside for a little while. So Yeti needed the shocks flip. Okay, I'm not sure how that would do anything. Yeti XL. Mine was a little bit rough to drive. What weight oil would you put in the center diff of a 6S Typhon? Well, if I'm going to race it, probably something like 10, 15K. If I'm going to take it out and bash it and have a good time, just like what mine is, all I did was open it up and put some earplug in there and called it a day. Simple as that. I didn't drain the oil out of it, didn't clean it off. I just put the earplug on top of the oil. This way, the earplug itself does not lubricate at all. So that oil kind of gets in there and helps it lubricate the gears because it does move. Just putting an earplug in there does not lock those diffs down. It absolutely does not. New NASCAR bodies. That I don't know about. I haven't messed with those. Um, Kevin Mendez. Hey, Joe, have you considered getting the LMT extra long with it? I have not got those yet. I have not. So that is something that I need to look at, but I just have not got those yet. And mainly because, I mean, are the ends good and solid? I got to have good solid ends on my LMT. I don't baby that thing at all. So yeah, have to have a sway bar, 1/8 inch steel stock. There we go. Still lifts the wheel a little bit. But the okay, yeah, that rear sway bar, I did not have that in my Yeti XL, so that would have made a world of difference, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it would have. How are your axle diffs holding up? Because I recall they were having a lot of issues with the diffs. Might have been the ring and pinion because something in the rear axle housing was flexing, something like that. It's been a while though. High speed pumpkin team effort. Actually, I want to put 3S in that just to see what it'll do. I have not been out there yet, and it's been rainy the last day or so, and I don't want to get that little thing rusty. I want to keep that one nice, clean, nice and easy. NASCAR Arma Horizon body was one to one. Oh. Yeah, I did get the email on that they're doing that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe we'll get some more on-road style cars. So that would be cool because if they got that NASCAR sponsorship, they're going to do something in RC, right? Makes sense to me. Super Baja Ray shocks. I haven't really messed with the shocks on my SBRs. They're just whatever they are out of the factory. Let me see here. Blaster dry lube. Why would that be held for review? I used the stock rod ends. See, mine just stretched so easy and got so loose. I mean, the stock rod ends just got so loose so quick on mine. That was why I was so happy to get with the Vidavon links because they just take the abuse. I locked the rear diff. Rear no diff. Okay, kept the front open. Yeah, now all or nothing. I've done that. In fact, my Rift is set up like that with a spool in the back. The front has the diff gears, and it seems to run pretty good like that. Joe, I'm working on a 3D print sway bar mounting system to bolt it to where the toe links was removed. 2 holes in the metal plate after the true track left in K delete. Huh. Okay. The sway bars on the E-Revo, that's what you're talking about there, Chon. Like the stock ones that go on the little cantilever arms, they were not very effective at all. I tried those years ago. Isn't rain the best for the shirt? Yeah, and I had that out today. I actually found some mud and I was doing some donuts in the mud. It was actually pretty cool to see. I got it on video somewhere. Are you going to charge for signing the melons? No, Dan Woodruff. I'm not charging for an autograph on any kind of melon. 100-weight shock oil, and it still isn't enough on the SBR 2.0. Are you talking about the back because of all the leverage and all that? I think they're about 50-50 and like in the middle of the arm. So that basically cuts your shock valving, your stiffness in half, but it gives you twice the travel because of leverages and all that stuff. Will you do the Vidavon kit for the SBR 2.0? Buddy, I've got everything on my SBR 2.0 Vidavon. I've already done all that, buddy. The rear axle housing, the rear lower arms, front arm, shock tower, transmission case. I believe that's just about everything. Yeah, buddy, I've already got all that on mine. That's how the smaller one is. Also, dude, my favorite RC is Thor. Thor is awesome. That's for sure. I believe that's it right there. Yep, that's Thor. Still on the rupture tires. I expected more out of those tires than what I got. Just expected more. The 1.9s were phenomenal. Those I expected more. Maybe I needed some different foams or something. I'm not sure. Too big SPR. Yeah, I mean, mine kind of floats pretty well, but it bottoms out pretty quick too. LMT has terrible traction. Now, as far as the LMTs goes, mine has the Firestorms by J Concepts, and they slide like crazy. I actually tried to race it on the track the other day, and the track was dry and dusty. There was no holding it straight. It just was sliding all over the place. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah, now I've got some piano wire here. I think I've got the 1/16 and 1/8 that I use from time to time for different things. Need to set up a melon donation jar to get more Vidavon. Oh my goodness. I want to see something. I don't know how to do this. I actually need to practice this. Ding! Oh my goodness. There we are. Boom. I have now signed a melon. I'm good now. Awesome, man. For paint well, 5 body painted. You're gonna need to try to find the race guys for that. They're really good with the masking, the liquid mask, and all that. They're really good with that. I'm not a painter. I am not a painter. My vehicles look good from a distance. Up close, nah. When are you gonna take the Rift for a rip again? Well, I haven't driven it in a while. I always love driving it, but I got everything else going on. So, but yeah, I could take them out. Are there any tires that are good on the LMT in the dust? Well, I don't know how bad are the stock tires. I haven't run the stock tires on the LMT in a while. Okay, so you got your 1.7. Can you show us Thor? Yeah, I can grab Thor back there. I'll take your autograph over RC Sparks. Whew, that's pretty awesome. Thank you there, Torpedo. You're doing the saddle. Want to see Thor, huh? There it is. Woo! Stock piston. I don't know. When you got it, do they include pistons in there by any chance? As far as the piano wire that I got it. I think it's in the back corner over there. But I think I got mine from eBay. Is where I got mine from. So the stock are only good in grass or most soil. No 100-pound coffee table RC videos. It's okay. The good old 10-foot paint job. Yep, that's what I do. All mine. Mike, it seems like RC Spark just doesn't care too much anymore. I haven't actually watched any of his stuff in a while though. I did watch Talbot's video showing that thing right there, and man, he beat that thing to death, and it took it. That was impressive. That was impressive. If you wanted to race Rift portals, would you change transmissions? No, because you're going to need all the speed you can. The stock transmission in high gear is actually pretty good. That's right. Here's got a 22. Well, this right here's got a whole different deal in it. Yeah, I mean, it does cut the speed in half. So stock configuration, they'll do about could the stock configuration will do about 40 miles per hour on 4S. So the portals would cut that down to around 20 miles per hour. So put up piano, best deal I could find. Yeah, mine came in 3 foot lengths, I believe it was. All right, there we are, right there. Matt from Scale Builders Guild. Wondering too low reduction. Yeah, it will cut it in half. It's almost a perfect, almost 2 to 1. I do like what I've built. Yes, that's why they're all priced way too high. Yeah. I actually saw most of him putting that together. Then I had to shut down and get ready for this. Hey, bud, how do you like the Arma Fireteam RC by Arthur Luchter? So far, I think it's pretty darn awesome. It definitely needs that bigger pinion gear in it. When I was jumping mine, um, when I was doing mine, it needs bigger pinion gear to get the tires to spin faster to level it out. At least that's what my thoughts were. SSD high ratio transmission. Well, speaking of that, Bill, he could also do something like a center diff out of like a race vehicle, custom do a belly skid, and just simply run pinion right to a center diff. That that would get his speeds up. Sign Millen takes a ride on the X-Maxx. I want to cut that melon open later on this evening. So it's going to go into another kind of a bin. A Tamiya Escort. Okay, I'm not sure what a Tamiya Escort is. I can't do a build, man. If I'm sitting here doing a build, man, I'm just going to ignore everybody, because I'll just be doing whatever I got, and I'll just ignore everybody. I want to be able to talk to anybody though. Use those tires on my SX6. Have you seen the Tamiya 2021 Bronco? I think I saw a little bit of it. It's on the Tamiya CC02 chassis. It's kind of neat. So this is what I'm thinking. Use a locked up Arma spool. See, that would probably work because that would get you there. But what you can also do is you can take that spool, rather than using a spool, go ahead and pack that good and solid full of earplug. That way you do have some kind of give in the system. And that's probably going to work pretty darn good. That will get your speeds up really good. Did you happen to see? Yes, I did happen to see the new Three Brothers foams. These are the 1.9 right here, the dual stage ones. But yeah, I'll have them soon for my SCX6. Right now, it's got the steady foams, so hopefully I can get that video out soon. He's working on making sure he's got some stock, so I gotta try to give him a day or two on that. Melon soccer with UDRs. Ah, no, I can't watch them. I don't know. All I care about is those guys. A dab blaster. I don't even know what a dab blaster is. I know what dad blasted is. It's a Ford Escort, like 80 something. Okay. I'm not going to be happy. Plus, he has such rude person these days. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, the number one guy, in my opinion, is Talbot. I mean, the guy's just he's at the top, a lot at the top, in my opinion. What size wire is yours, and how much was that deal? Buddy, I've had this wire for about 3 years. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's 1/8 or 3 millimeters. I believe is what it was. Tamiya Escort TT02. Team effort. Ride the SCX6. I'm way too fat for that. If I was skinny, I'd probably try it, but I'm way too fat for that. Can the axle housings and all that take it? Absolutely. But no, I'm fine. Kids, that's the way I say. Good to see some real content, not catered to the viewers. Always about himself. Let me see. Oh, okay. That's what a dab blaster is. All right. Wow. Well, thank you. Question, please. What is the difference in the spool and the center gears? A spool does not have any differentiation. As in, if you put a spool in the rear axle of your vehicle, when you turn one tire, the other tire has to turn the same direction. With a differential, they can turn opposite directions. Differential or spool. Spools are more aggressive. Sometimes they're a much better option for the application, and sometimes they're just not. They don't give. Something else has to give, usually. So spools have their place. Traction. Oh boy. 1/8. I got it's been tested. How exactly does the posi traction on a Plymouth work? Nobody knows. It just does. So no one knows how a posi track works. They just do. Yeah, man. How does wheelbase affect wheeling? The longer the wheelbase, the harder it is to get it up. The longer the wheelbase, the more weight you have up front, so it takes more power to get the wheelie. Let's say it like that, right? What's up, Lucas, Stalka, RC Jung? Hey, buddy, get it up. That's what she said. What would be your suggestion for a cheap 4x4 basher? Maybe a Stampede 4x4? I'm sure we'll get some comments down here. Well, everything's rolling quick. Does he really? By Sam? Well, that's not cool. I take abuse every day. Sorry, Justin. Just kind of, I mean, really, it is what it is. Oh, this channel is not for kids. A spool won't matter for speedruns. I don't know, Bill. I kind of think they do. If that back end, one side loses traction and you have a spool in there, the one side with traction is going to try to turn the car. But I'm not a big speedrun guy, so That's just my thoughts on that. Sit on the melon. I do not wish to give birth to eggs or melons tonight. Ah, blue pills in the tires. Yeah. I just can't see a spool being good for high speed. But I know the drag racers use them, but they're only going 132 feet. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a speed guy, so I don't really know what to tell you guys on that. But I just kind of think an open diff would handle better at speed, being able to adjust to the traction and all that. Out here, so see you in 2 for the signing. Yeah. How has the Phoenix been? Paul Schulman. It's been doing good, sitting right there. I have not driven it in a few weeks now. Please. Looks like 80 miles an hour. Okay. Can you adjust the bell crank stiffness on an X-Maxx V2? You can make you some shims and kind of tighten the spring up, but I did see that you can buy the stronger springs as well. But I mean, hold on, you're talking about the Max V2. That should be the same as the Max V1. I would still think you should be able to shim it a little bit. Okay, should really try the Pirate 3 no motor kit from ZD Racing. What is the Pirate 3 no motor kit? They hurt turning. Where there is speed, there is always a tree or a mailbox post. What do you know about RC Amigos? CCX RC and him are doing a live stream tonight. I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. Or curb. All speed run cars have a spool. Center digs are not used for straight speed runs. Okay, what about the axles? Do they have spools by Joe Girding? Are they spools or are they differentials on there? I'll go to spool, locking up my rear diff. Rephrasing that spools are fine if you're running a narrow body. I'm talking about in the center diff, in front of the differentials. Speed runs. You don't turn on speed runs, though. You want it to run. Now, one of the things about the spools, as far as a buddy of mine, he told me the rollout of a tire, if one tire is slightly taller than the other, if they're not perfectly the same diameter, the taller tire travels further per revolution than the shorter one, and so that doesn't work very well when they're spooled up. But then again, I'm not really a drag racer or high speed run guy. That's what the spool is going to center diff, not the rear or the front. Looks like there's lots of different theories on that. RC Amigos announced a collab with CCX. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Cool. Earplugs. I like the earplugs, but I like a little bit of oil in with them. Oh, Flapping Lips is here. Yeah, buddy. Been live for an hour and 20 minutes. You got another 40 minutes to go. At 2S, the rear diff is fine. Well, 2S doesn't really put down a lot of power, does it? Get into 4S, 6S, stuff like that now. Or even 8S. Track says 20 million is thick, but it's not as thick as the earplugs. Now, speaking of full size trucks, I had a Detroit locker in the back of my big rock bouncer buggy truggy looking thing, and the front had an ARB, so it was either open or spool in the front. Majority of the time, the front was open, easy to steer, easy to drive. Lock it in when you need it, unlock it when you don't. The rear Detroit, that was a fun one, especially on the road, man. That thing would bang and click and spin a tire here, and then hook the other tire, and the next thing you know, you're sideways on 44s. That's a little bit scary. 77. I had a 7700. I ran it on 3S for a little bit in a crawler. That was pretty wild. I think it was in the TRX4, actually. Really? So it's a 2S limit for the no prep type stuff? $17.17 millimeter. Okay. Lincoln lockers front and back. Man, whew. I bet that was chirping on every turn, wasn't it? Okay, so 2S is max. So if there's a battery limit, then they find every loophole to get around it. KV, gearing, everything. Okay. I got you. 2S is the limit. I had a 9200 kV motor years ago. I want to say I tried that on 3S and ended up, well, let's just say the motor didn't last long. But that was a long time ago before I really knew what the heck I was doing. And as I'm learning here with all the racing stuff, I still don't know much about racing. As you guys know way more than I do about that kind of stuff. Oh, the 6x6 is sitting on the shelf. It is just sitting there. Sam Carpenter, would you sell any of your RCs? Everything's for sale, but since I want to keep them all right now, yeah, buy a magnet. You got that right. They're all way overpriced. Drag racing. Now the no prep is 2-wheel drive, right? I believe my buddy he does a 2-wheel drive and the 4-wheel drive. I forget what he's got for 4-wheel drive car, but it's not something we normally use. I forget the name of it, but he's got that thing fast. I believe it's 1/10. I believe is what the size of the scale is of it. Unlocking hubs, front and rear link unlockers. Yep, unlock those hubs, buddy. Yep. And I forget the name of the 4-wheel drive drag car that he had, but that thing was just stupid fast. Mystic tractor grease. No, it's not a techno. It's not a techno. It was some kind of I forget the name of the car. Not a phaser. It wasn't one of the normal brands that like what we typically see in the masses. I ran my camera line with party. Where's the cantaloupes? Johnny, you missed the cantaloupes. Everybody wants to see the cantaloupes. I'll show you the cantaloupes. Let's see, we got that one right there. Here we go. There's your cantaloupes. One of those are going to get eaten tonight. Yep, you got that right. DR10 and drag slash. 3 no prep. 7 on this. I like to go fast. Dirt game. See, I would rather do like dirt drags, with sand paddles and all that. Maybe when I get my track moved to the other side, I can take the stretch where the track is now, coming off the front, and get some good dirt drags that way. So it wasn't Hobo, it wasn't Mugen. I can't think of the name of the thing. Let's see, where are we at here? Where's my mouse? In there, sand drags. Yep, sand drags are fun. Done that a little bit. Had a 5B with sand paddles on it. It was awesome. Mine was a flux. To see that thing come up and do a wheelie, that was awesome. Kind of think of the name of this thing. It was like a. It wasn't a Kyosho, but it was some kind of oddball name that he got. And he had the Corvair motors, Corvair, something like that. I forget the name of the motors he had, but they were. Oh no, mine was a 5B flux. Mine wasn't a conversion. Mine was actually a legit 5B flux with the battery compartment and everything all in on the factory. Remember, I took the transmission apart one time in the living room, and it looked like it had stronger components than my Hyundai. So, yeah, it was pretty beefy. Yeah, Cordell, something like that motor. Yeah, he was really big into those. Yep, they had the 5B flux because I had one. Sean still has one, I believe. Cordova motors. That's what kind of motor he was run. The Cordovas. I still can't think of the name of that darn car though. Like I say, it wasn't anything mainstream like what we would normally run. I don't think he runs the XL2 ESCs. Now the 5B Flux that had the old Castle system in it. 780, 760, 780, 750 kV motor, and it had the XL1. Maybe it was the XL2. I know it was way before the XLXs ever came out. I think mine did have the XL2 actually. Have you seen the new Outrunner motor from 3BRC? Yep. I'm gonna get one. It wasn't the Durango. What was it? It wasn't a Yokomo. Let me see if I can actually get him here. What's the name of your fast 4-wheel drive drag car? Let's see if he's actually even active. It wasn't a Hot Bodies. Now I had the DBXL. It might be X-Ray. It might be X-Ray. He's not seen the message yet. But I had the DBXLE and it had the stock motor, and I took the I put the 28cc jug and all on it, and man, that thing ran great. It really ran good. Then sold it off and tried to go with a 5T, and well, that just kind of broke me. I'm like, I'm done with the fifth scale. So now I got the low C, 2 X-Maxes, which the X-Maxes are 1/6, and even though they say the Creightons are 1/5 and Outcast 1/8 are 1/5, they don't really seem like 1/5 to me. Kind of like maybe an oversized 1/6. Now the DBXLE really looks like a 5th to me. Mugen, Sega, Tachyon, X-Ray, no prep chassis at 3,800 miles. Your Hooters 5B. All right. Yep, he still has not commented. So I forget what it was. It might have been an X-Ray, but I don't think it was. It was a wide body chassis. It was a wide chassis. That I know. But maybe he'll eventually see it and comment before we finish this thing up. Got about half an hour to go here. So I don't think it would be an XTM. The DBXL with the stock gas motor, I have to assume that the diffs and all were fine. With the DBXLE, I think it was 1/10, Bill. I think it was 1/10 on that. Well, everything is beeping now. But when you went to the brushless, the issue I was having was that the stock plastic diff carrier was not holding the ring and pinion together right. and it was getting some skipping. When I went to the Vidavon bulkheads, took care of that. No more skipping. So it was actually skipping, and when I did the video on that, I actually show it, and you can actually see some marks where it actually skipped. Yeah, it was actually about to mess up, but I'm still running the same stock ring and pinion. When I put the Vidavon stuff in, boom, perfect. It held up. And there are other lower cost metal housings. So if you go electric on that thing, make sure that you put a metal housing on this disc, any kind, just something to hold that thing right. If not, man, it'd be skipping and messing up like mine was. Yeah, he is not responding. Mm. I know X-Ray does have some very nice stuff, but this is a on-road, legit on-road car. Just flat on road. With the Castle Copperhead motor and SE right enough torque for the Rift. I know a lot of guys, they run that in theirs and it's perfectly fine. So I mean, just fine. So I mean, I got the Mamba X in mine with a 2100 kV Holmes motor that I don't believe is even shown anymore, or is even Serpent. That was it. I'm pretty sure it's a Serpent. I'm pretty sure that's it, SFL. Pretty sure it was I believe it was a Serpent. I believe so. I don't think it could be a Schumacher, but anyway, it was something like that, and I like for him to respond, but oh man, all kinds of messages. But Neil, since I'm perfectly fine with showing these things off, hang on. Ah, there we go. That one even autographed. So Neil has seen the Cantaloupes, the melons of doom. All right, yeah, I think it might have been the Serpent. I think it was. So let me see here. Yes, they were flapping lips. Yes, they were. I kind of made sure of it. Yeah. Anyways, um, Jason Gunn, what do you think about those power cap packs? Do they improve speed or just keep the power running? They're really there to try to help against uh, lipo. What is it called? Dip. When the lipo drains real fast. I forget the proper term for that, but they're only for short duration. They don't sit there and act for very long, but they can keep your voltages more stable. You know, when you take off good and solid, so that way you don't have your battery drop. Voltage sag, ripple. That's what I was trying to think of. Ripple. Yes, it helps keep that smooth and all that. So they have their uses, and I've actually got one. Yep, I got it, Sean. Ripple. I knew it was something dealing with things doing like that, you know. But I've actually got one, and my DBXLE actually has to plug or use that. But when I went with the when I went with the XLX, I didn't have a need for them, so it just seems to get the job done. Magnets on the wires. I don't know about that one. You think the new Furtec 110 motor and ESC will be able to hang with everyone? By Matt Harris. The Furtec 110 ESC, I like it because it has a heat sink on it. Actually threaded, so you can put a fan on it. So it should have a really good heat dissipation. The motor should be as good as any of them. I mean, it should be fine. I believe he's got, because the one I've got is a prototype, so he's got a new one coming out that'll actually be a little bit easier to handle, I believe. BRX02, I like that, but just haven't been able to, just haven't liked it enough to throw the money out there at it. Lightning cap. We decided on the holiday acronym yet? The holiday acronym, man. You guys came up with some great ideas for that for the holiday. I mean, I still like the RCHD for that. But I guess we need to get back in there and get some more ideas. I definitely want to keep it RC related. Definitely want to keep it RC related. I'm thinking the first weekend of June for doing this. And guys, uh, just think of it as a weekend where everybody gets out and runs their RC. It's kind of what I'm going for here. Version, I'll do the same thing, just not on the higher amps. Put drone motor to cool my side one. You got your drone motor on a fan to cool your ESC? Man, those things move a lot of air. What's your favorite ESC motor for the Capra? Well, my favorite one is actually the 2300 kV Axe, but they don't make it anymore. I believe you can get the you can pretty much fit about just any 550 size motor in that. So maybe that 1800 kV Hobby Wing Fusion, but you got to do the different skid for it. There's a different skid that it actually fits in there. It doesn't fit with the stock skid. Ever consider subscriber truck reviews, low and slow? Yes. I've actually done that a few times. The problem is shipping back and forth is insanely expensive to ship an entire truck. I mean, not cheap, not even a little bit. So, but yeah, I have considered that. If you're local, it'll be a lot easier just to get the truck and put on the review and get it out there. And I've done that quite a few times. I've done a few custom builds and put those out as well. So, yeah, in fact, I just put a SCX6 together today with Vidavon axle housings and a few other Vidavon parts and pieces. He's probably going to get more, and I'll get that put on there. And then I'll just show you guys the final end result and probably do a delivery, something like that. Basically, something like that, all or nothing, yeah. I haven't deleted any comments on that. They're all check your filters. Make sure that it's not for comments you haven't seen or looked at or something. They all should still be there. Something going on at the Exoplex on the holiday. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll have everything opened up. Aren't the flat rate boxes 20? Yeah, but I mean, like the large flat rate, but what are you going to fit in a large flat rate box? Even your 1/10 crawlers, unless you completely take them apart, they're not going to fit in that. Yeah, I don't know how you got this 1800 kV Fusion in the Capra. It's longer than a 550. I had to trim the heck out of my stock link just to fit a brushed 550 in it, and that had the end bell and all that. I remember when I did that one. I don't know the name of the skid. Is it the Vader skid for the Capra that allows it to just bolt right in? Thoughts on best upgrade for the Vanquish Phoenix? Just go drive it. Motor ESC, which I've got. I can't even know what I've got in that thing right now. It's been so long. Heck, I don't know. I have to look it up. I really don't know. It's been so long since I've had that thing open up. I think maybe it's still brushed. I don't know. Might need to look at it. Definitely, I'm like 14 hours away. All or none, buddy. Believe me, the Exoplex is not worth that kind of a drive. Believe me, I'm here every day. It's not worth that kind of a drive. Just not. You got a 540 and an SEX 24. Geez, the motor weighs as much as the whole truck. Yes, the Phoenix is back here. Let's look at it. Forget what I've got in this thing. All right, let's see. It has, okay, it does have an axe in it. It has, oh, that's right. Okay, it's got the Axe 2100 kV 540L motor. That's what it's got in it. I knew it wasn't like 2300 like what I'm used to running. As far as the shift and diff servos, I got a Traxxas servo for the front, well, shift and diff. The front overdrive is just a Traxxas 175X, 2075X, and then a 20 kg for the 2-speed for the dig, and then a 777 for the steering. There it was, 2100 kV Hobbywing X. Seems to run fine. If I were to do it again, I'd probably run a 2800 kV X R2. That's what I would do on it. All right, so there we go. Have you ever considered adding a backside to my vertical ramp? Which one is my vertical ramp? I don't think I have a vertical ramp, do I? At least not that I know of. Travis Bennett. It is actually in Middleburg, Florida. That's where the Exoplex is at. I just have the dirt ramps right now. If I get a motorcycle, I'm throwing the capper in the back, remote inside. But that'd be a long motorcycle ride. Hey, 606 is on here. Have you guys heard that guy sing? He's really good at singing. I want to get up with you, Joe, the next time I visit my aunt. She lives like 20 minutes from me. Well, heck yeah, Sean. Come on. You planning to go back to Stone Mountain? Yeah, I do want to get back up there. Probably in the fall, I'd have to assume. Maybe I'll be able to save all my vacation time and take the whole month of December off again. At that point, maybe we could get up there a little bit earlier. Oh, my test ramp for the concrete. Oh, yeah, I've looked at that quite a bit to try to come up with some kind of a ledge climb on that. Okay, I was thinking a ramp you jump off of, but the concrete test ramp. Thank you for that. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I could do something. Ran the rock course last Saturday. It was pretty cool. Yep, Matt was out here. Put the Exoplex in the metaverse. And I don't know. I mean, you can. I know if you look at the area on like Google Earth, it actually has Exoplex there. It actually is named on that. Slice your thumb all the way to the bone on your Max pinion today. Buddy, don't get anywhere near gears. Man, that was a heck of a lesson to learn. Whew. Watch USTE event like Octavio. Scale heaven. Just awesome. Vendors are there. Trails, 8, 9, 10, 11 trails they get cut in. It's just awesome. Events. On Sunday, you got the Basher Park where everybody just jumps like crazy. Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. I'm telling you guys. It's awesome. Looking forward to it. Man, I'm so ready. Swap, I go to a Max. My Max, I've got a 2100 kV Holmes Punchy in it. If I were to do it again, I'd probably go with a 19, just because it's a little bit happier in there. The 2100. I did put 6S on it. It got a little bit warm. Didn't get near gears. Then how the heck would he have got all of that? Like 85, I think I'm new here, but full to the game. Oh, welcome, Ryan, aka LDs. It can't be the Hobby Wing Max. Max 6 is a really good ESC. In your opinion, what's the ultimate basher? Traxxas X-Maxx. Outdoors are more Traxxas X-Maxx. It's awesome. It's big. You can do anything you want with it. Good work. Can't wait to get the X-Maxx going. My new gears and big boy electronics. You'll love it at 606. Man, you'll love that thing. Let me tell you. I believe you got to change the ESC out. I don't believe the stock Max will run a 6S. Got to change the ESC out. And I actually did that with my Max. It was actually a lot better than what I thought it would be. I thought it would be just kind of crazy, but it was crazy. But it was actually drivable crazy. It was actually pretty good. I was really surprised. Okay, so you're up in Ocean Way. You're probably hour, maybe an hour drive, maybe a little bit more depending on you just found it on Google Maps. There you go. 4.5 hours away. Can the Max run X-Maxx wheels with adapter? Even if it could, I wouldn't. X-Maxx tires are way huge compared to the Max tires. Way big. I don't know what kind of speed I'll get from running a 25 tooth pinion and 27 tooth. No idea on that one. Thank you, Kilroy. Appreciate that. I'm planning to do my best. Forgot remote was on, went back in to tighten down my pinion. And the controller, oh boy, yeah, Jameson. Yeah, yeah. We've actually seen them go crazy in cars before. It's amazing because you drive them, it's like there's no power, it's weak. But man, when they glitch, it's like nitrous or something. I can't figure it out. Super strong. But it's like, why didn't you run like that when I was driving? A shop guy tried to tell me that my X-Maxx did not come with a slipper clutch. I was there to buy the Cush drive. He swore up and down, and X-Maxx was never. Your local hobby shop doesn't know his history on the X-Maxes. The 6S did come with a slipper clutch, but the 8S they took that out and they went with the Cush drive that you're talking about. So the 6S had the slipper. The 8S did not. 8S also. Max 6s. Yep. Matt. What did I miss? Yeah, I see Matt Harris. Okay, I see it. I missed it. I scrolled right past it, man. So far, absolutely awesome. Right now, I've got the 5600, I got the 6600, and 8000s. Solid batteries. Really happy with how these things are working out. Really happy with them. They're a little bit full size. They're kind of tight to fit into some things. You know, like the X-Maxx is kind of rough to fit there, but they will fit. What do you do for work outside? Lois, look, I'm a forklift mechanic. Work on all kinds of industrial equipment. So, man, 1,822 miles from Fairplay. Woo! It's a long ways away. Best spur pinion brand for X-Maxx. WFO's got some really good gears. Vidavon just came out with some. I mean, heck, just about everything is better than stock. So take your pick, really. Does the Max have a Cush drive by Team Effort? Yes, it does. The Max actually uses the same spur gear as the X-Maxx. So really kind of nice to have that, which is also the same one, I believe, that fits in the eRevo 2.0, I believe. My fellow Vidavon freak, and all that you have on the red X-Maxx. But what kind of total weight is that at? F's nasty enough for sure. Honestly, I'm not sure how much the red X-Maxx weighs. Maybe I need to put it on a scale one day. Yeah, Matt Harris, the CNHLs, they're actually pretty good batteries. I say yes, it was a 6S one. I forgot. Where did you find those lipos? 606. Send me a message. I can get you guys links and all that. You want the 8S ones? Let me see here. Or the 8S ones, the 8000s. Maybe I can post that myself here. 8,000. Look at that. Very first. Evidently, I looked at these a lot. Yeah, see the 8,000 for us. They're only $72 a piece. So they're not expensive batteries. Let me see here. I don't even know if I can get that. Have I ever put a brick into the X-Maxx? Absolutely not. Ooh, I see somebody's head looking at me. Let me see here. Let me try this. Let's see if that should pop up. That's the 8,000 CNHL right there. Turn me off there. I had an echo. Let me see. Have you had any issues busting outdrive cups with the X-Maxx? Yeah, I sure have. Vedavon makes new outdrive cups for these things, and they are thicker, better material, and all kinds of things. So yes, I'm running those on both of my X-Maxes. My Max, I supposed to have the cush drive, but I haven't checked. It's supposed to. It should have a cush drive in there. Same thing that for the X-Maxx. He's hit some bricks, I'm sure though. Oh boy. Let me see. Like so. No, no. All right, we got 8 minutes to go. Been a good one, guys. So let's see. Okay, so I guess we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. 8 minutes. If you guys got any real quick questions, go ahead and try to get them knocked out so you can wrap this up. I got about 4 videos I got to finish up. Got to edit a brand new one, and yeah, and then hopefully I can get to bed before 12. We'll have to see. All right, I like that. The cush drive is actually pretty nice. It helps to quiet things out and all that. And I mean, I have seen a few videos and pictures where they've been just destroyed. And well, yeah, it happens, right? I can't get my Hobbywing 1080 to beep 3 times for LiPo, but no 4th beep. Okay, make sure your throttle, make sure it's calibrated. Make sure your channel 2 throttle is set at, or your channel 2 trim is set at 0. As long as that is set at 0, do you have steering and all that? It's got to be plugged into the receiver as well. But anyway, make sure your channel 2 trim is at 0. And then powered up, it should arm. Yep. What editing software do I use? iMovie. Wife is still out of town. She's always out of town. That's why I can do all this. Yeah. We have our visits though. Boba Fett. I have not watched the book of Boba Fett, I believe it is. I've not watched any of that. I do want to take some time off of editing one evening and watch some TV. I watch The Flash sometimes, different shows like that. I drive a Heister, I think, 320 twin step forklift. Ooh, 320 twin step. That's got to be bigger. Ours are just like the Yale, I want to say Velociraptors, but they're not Velociraptor. But anyway, they're the small 2,500 pound lift ones. That's about all we run. We have a big Mitsubishi that's good for like 8,000 or something like that. So let me see here. Robinson Racing has a long history of great gears. They really do. They're extra hard is what you want for that steel spur gear as well. Really good stuff there. Well, if you got the rival, I've got something I can run with you. Jurassic Park. Goes out of town. I mean, she's buried under the crack too. No. She actually stays up in Georgia taking care of the grandkids and all that. So she spends a lot of time up there, daughters and all are up there. So now I have seen Mandalorian. I have watched all of those. Has the second season came out yet? That I haven't checked. I may need to go find that. Wow. Okay. All right. Maybe check out the CJ Fashion channel on YouTube. No, but I do like watching ghost stuff. Also alien stuff. I have steering and throttles on 0. Anything else to check? It should arm. Do you have steering active when you turn on the ESC? Do you have steering? If you have steering, then it's plugged in. Make sure the white wire is all the way down in it for the signal wire. If the white wire or the signal wire does not have a connection, then guess what? It won't actually get it. It won't arm. Mando is in the book. Okay, okay. Book of Bubba. Okay. Whatever. It's helped me out a bunch. Thank you, Justin. Try to start on a new model if you can. Radio. Yeah, speaking about the radio thing, it does help if you sort a new model, or if you can completely reset that one model. Don't mess up and reset the whole radio, especially if you got more models. I've got one that's got all kinds of stuff, Clod Buster, tank, all that stuff. Man, if I was to reset that radio or lose it, or that radio was to just burn up, man, hours trying to get everything back in there. Company or pipeline called Florida Gas. I don't mess with any gas down here unless it's my own. You're watching me. NASCAR driver adds comedy to it. Nice, nice. How often do you live stream? Pretty much every Tuesday, 7 p.m. All right, Sean is out. Nice to have you. Yep, we're about to wind this down. I got 2 minutes to go. So calibrate, sure your forward and reverse endpoints are at least 120. Problems with that. And when you do go to calibrate, also on that, make sure if you have any ABS or any anti-lock braking stuff turned on, make sure you turn that off. Yeah, sometimes that can mess up a lot of stuff, man. Mo's Garage, I bought those directly from Traxxas, I guess about a month ago. I went ahead and bought them because, well, I wasn't sure if they would be in stock. And, well, as I found out, everything is out of stock now. I just need the body, and I can do the full conversion and all that. But, yeah, I bought all my parts directly from Traxxas. RC upgrade. Hey, buddy. Yes, sir. You too, man. FSGT5 got drowned in water. It still works. Well, steering trim button. You can take that apart. You may be able to clean that button off. It's probably just got some corrosion on it. You can work on them. Like with the video tomorrow with the Dumbo radio. I actually take that one apart and I'll show you guys how to reverse the throttle without. I'll show you how to reverse the throttle trigger, not channel reversing. It's actually pretty simple, especially on that radio. Plus, I didn't have anything on it. Cheap radio. If I burnt it up, it wouldn't have been that big of a loss. Cheapest portable ramps. Look on Craigslist, your local yard sales. Find some that are old bike ramps that they don't want. They put them out. Just look on that. Another question. Have you ran J Concept Flinking 2.6 on your yeah, I believe I have. I can tell you this, both tires hook up so hard that generally it's going to flip your vehicle over. The Black Mamba seemed to be a little bit more aggressive, especially with that center cutout. But you can't go wrong with either one of them. They're both insane tires. I actually thought about taking a set of them and cutting the tread down to, an eighth of an inch just so they would spin, so you could spin and slide versus always catching and hooking and flipping the vehicle over. So I want to see some Black Mamba tires, X-Maxx size and X-Maxx width. That would be awesome. Belted too. I've never had a 110 Losi Baja Ray, but I've seen some and they can really take a beating. Had to reprogram 11 trucks. Man, that's a pain. That's a pain. Shoot. If all my raters were to go out right now, I've got over 50 vehicles. Man, oof. I spent an entire day trying to reprogram and relearn everything. Okay, we are into overtime right now. X-Maxx servo upgrade. All I did was the 2085X on mine, but you can use the adapter, the Raw 500 or Power Hobby 729, 725 or something like that. I think it's a 729 is also a very good servo to go on there. Just steering up rails. RC Mud Basher. It's another good comparison. Pitbull Timco AG tire. I haven't heard of that one. Pitbull Timco tire. Let me get that in there. Take a look at all that as well. Normal 2.6 wheels with the Mambas. Yep. You can run your normal 2.6. I've got a set of them on the regular, the wide 2.6 from Vidavon, but they'll fit the J Concepts wheels as well. Car ramps, 1/5 scale servos, fit Emax. I did a video. If you guys want to see it, email me my email up there real quick. I did a video years ago putting a bigger servo in an X-Maxx. Although it worked, I had to cut a lot of plastic and make it happen. So I never made the video public. It's an order. If you want to see that video, I can find it and send you a link to it, but it's by email. It's never been public. Just because there's so much cutting into that thing. I just didn't feel comfortable with all the cutting required. The receiver was actually on top of the servo and the chassis. That's how much cutting. And then we're talking about the 7465, not the full 5th scale servo either. I'd like to see a complete new chassis to fit a full 5th scale. That would be nice. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Buddy, I don't know. Probably the one that plays better. I haven't watched a Super Bowl in years. How much wins his wheels and Mama's on it? A bit. Yeah, you got what? 64? I think I saw that. Somebody posted 64 trucks, 9 controllers would take me. Yeah, for real. X-Maxx tire upgrade. Stock foams are awesome. I really like the Pro lines. I've got some other ones that are pretty decent, but they like to come unglued a lot. In fact, on my orange one, I've got a tire that's unglued right now. That's crap. 2x6s and a single layer plug. Yeah. Proline MX43 outdoors and more. That's it right there. I want to set those Vidavon crush locks, but they're $50 each. Yeah, buddy. Nothing's cheap about Vidavon, but it's not a cheap product either. And well, before I sign off on this, hopefully the comments. I haven't had the Traxxas X-Maxx sledgehammers yet, but Arthur has his own machines, his own shops, and all that. So he does all that stuff in house. He doesn't subcontract or sub out any of those parts. All right, so guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can get back to editing. Maybe I'll have a chance to turn on TV, but I got to get the video set up for tomorrow. Like I said, it'll probably be the Dumbo. I wanted to get that out, do some more driving today, but it was just a miserable, messy day today. Just miserable. It would have been destroyed, and I'm not ready to do that just yet. But all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's been awesome. About to cut up one of these melons. I think it'll be the one I signed. Boom. I'm gonna cut this one up right here. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and finish this up, guys. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. It's just phenomenal. So, guys, I will catch you guys all later. Have a great one. All righty.